In the fourth section of our lecture, now let's talk about the chemotherapy that can be used for the treatment of advanced germ cell tumor, and then we will also talk about classification of advanced germ cell tumors and risks directed chemotherapy. So the chemotherapy for advanced germ cell tumor for stage 2C, 3 and 2B, we have cisplatin, etoposide with or without bleomycin. So two chemotherapeutic drugs here. We are using the cisplatin, etoposide. We mix the bleomycin with them, or we can do this without the bleomycin. So this is for advanced germ cell. We already talked about 1 and 2. So now it's more like 2B, 2C and stage 3. Depends on risk stratification, complete response after chemotherapy, usually the disappearance of tumor, and normal level of alpha fetoprotein and HCG. We know the tumor markers which are important in the germ cell tumor of the testes is alpha fetoprotein and HCG, and then in later stage, in advanced stage, we have lactate dehydrogenase also. So after the chemotherapy, there is maybe the disappearance of the tumor or the alpha fetoprotein and HCG level comes back to normal. Toxicities of the chemotherapy used for the advanced germ cell tumors. We know that all these drugs, chemotherapeutic drugs, they have side effects, they have different risks associated with them. So in this case, different toxicities associated with chemotherapeutic drugs: nausea, vomiting, hair loss, myelosuppression. Suppression of the bone marrow is frequent. So bone marrow suppression is also a serious risk associated with chemotherapy. Symptomatic bleomycin pulmonary toxicity. This chemotherapy drug, which is bleomycin, it has toxic effect on the lungs. Neutropenia with septicemia, it affects the bone marrow, so there is decreased level of white blood cells, neutropenia, and this neutropenia can cause septicemia or infection that reaches the blood. Bleomycin-induced pulmonary failure, nephrotoxicity and ototoxicity. Nephro is for the kidneys, oto is for the ear. So very, very serious effects associated with the chemotherapy. Peripheral neuropathy, infertility, Raynaud's phenomenon, transient ischemic attack, and myocardial infarction. So very, very serious effects associated with chemotherapy. So in the late stages, it's always better to assess the benefit of giving the chemotherapy with the adverse effect associated with this. If the staging of the cancer reaches to the extent where the benefit is less than the side effect, then we should decide what we should do. So all these are different toxicities associated with the chemotherapy. Risk-directed chemotherapy, good, intermediate, and poor risk groups. Good risk patients are goal is maximum efficacy, minimal toxicity. Marker cutoffs included in TNM stages. Seminoma, good or intermediate risk. Absence or presence of non-pulmonary visceral metastasis, no poor risk category. So in this seminoma, we have good risk patients, and there are no poor risk category in this. They are in the good or intermediate risk. There is absence or presence of non-pulmonary visceral metastasis in seminoma, but again, patients in this category are in the good or intermediate group, not in the poor risk group. Again, the non-seminomas now, the good, intermediate, poor. Now we have poor risk category in non-seminomas also. As I said in the previous section, that non-seminomas metastasize fast and they are most frequent. Based on primary tumor site, presence or absence of non-pulmonary visceral metastasis and marker levels. So they can be grouped into good, intermediate, poor levels, categories, and the seminomas, they have no poor group associated with them. Complete response in 4 cycles of EP chemotherapy, 3 cycles of BEP with 3 chemotherapeutic drugs, and there is low relapse rate. So complete response occur if there is 4 cycles of EP and 3 cycles of BEP. In BEP, we added bleomycin along with EP. So these are the responses to 4 and 3 cycles of chemotherapeutic drug. Pulmonary toxicity absent when bleomycin not used. I mentioned that bleomycin is the chemotherapeutic drug that affects the lungs, causes the pulmonary toxicity and pulmonary failure. Durable complete remission occurs with 4 cycles of BEP. No regimen has proved superior to this regimen, which is BEP. If the 4 cycles are used, there is complete remission of the cancer. Classification for advanced germ cell tumor, we have good, intermediate, poor, non-seminomas, seminomas. Good non-seminomas are gonadal or retroperitoneal primary site, absent pulmonary visceral metastasis, alpha fetoprotein level less than 1000, HCG less than 5000, LDH less than 1.5. And seminoma, any primary site, absent non-pulmonary visceral metastasis, any LDH, HCG. So that's good. Intermediate gonadal retroperitoneal primary site, absent metastasis, alpha fetoprotein 1000 to 10,000, HCG 5,000 to 50,000, LDH 1.5 to 10. Any primary site, any LDH, HCG. So that's the same for seminomas. Poor now, in this we know no patient is classified as poor. So seminomas overall have better prognosis because there is no poor group in that. In the non-seminomas, we have mediastinal primary site, presence of non-pulmonary visceral metastasis, alpha fetoprotein now more than 10,000, more than 50,000 HCG, and LDH is more than 10 is the poor classification. So that's again, it's classified into good, intermediate, and poor groups. So that was all about section 4. Thank you for watching sqadia.com.